Hello, my name is Audrey, and well, it is about like 2:15 in the morning. I just quit my job. It's not like, oh my gosh, big life changes, she quit her job. No, I'm in school, so I took out student loans, and I was trying to work like 2 days a week. But you see, with working 2 days a week, I realized like within the first week of school being back, it's not gonna work for me. Which is funny because I just called my mom, was that yesterday morning? Yeah. So Sunday morning I called my mom and I was talking about how like I got it all under control. Like I'm gonna be able to do this. She's like, when will you study? And because I told her like basically let me just to get this out the right way. My planning. So this was my schedule and what I was going to try to do for this semester in school, where I'm taking 17 credit hours and preparing for a conference. And then additionally, in the past week, deciding that I want to submit for a creative project as well. And I'm preparing for a performance in the short term, which is this Saturday. So I was going to go to work every Sunday from 10:30 to 6 p.m. Then Mondays, when I have class, I will be studying from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then have class and just basically be on campus doing school stuff from 11:15 to 4 p.m. Then I will study Latin dance. And come like 3 weeks out, I will be taking Latin dance classes for 8 weeks, which involves me having to leave at 5 p.m. and get back at 8 p.m. Then on Tuesday, I am at my school from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Then on Wednesday, I am at my school from 8 a.m. to like 4 p.m. again. Yeah, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then I have dance class from 7 to 8 locally. Then on Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. again, school. Then on Fridays, I have one class at 11 till 12:45, but I can also be scheduled for my work at my other job, which is a server. They can schedule me Friday or Saturday. Friday evening, Saturday anytime. So here's the dealio, which I love that word, dealios. I used that word before and someone's told me to never use that again. So I'm gonna keep it in the vocabulary because like the audacity, you know? I overspend. That's why I'm trying to work more than I need to, because I see that as like freedom in a way. It's not freedom. Like I have plenty, even if I wasn't working, to just plan out and focus on school. And that's what I realized, like it's taken me a long time to come to the conclusion of what really equivalates to more in my life, what I value over different things. It's nice to have things and be able to go out and buy stuff, yeah, sure. Not really a clothes person anymore. I have some things I've bought that I'm like, why did I do that? Now I just prefer thrifting, and eventually would like to invest in more healthy for the environment, healthy for the body type clothes, but those tend to be more expensive. So right now I manage with what I have, and what I have is plenty. But as back to this was saying, like, I dislike being unprepared. Like, showing up to class, you're supposed to have already read the material that you guys are gonna be talking about and be there early. I'm doing this thing in addition to school, where it's basically being a student representative for my college, which is the College of Liberal Arts. And when I tell you, these are like the best of the best people in our program. And I have showed up late, 10 minutes late, twice now, with such important people in the room. Like, I'm talking like the dean of our like college, all the fancy people that do really valuable work. And I'm here showing up 10 minutes late. That just doesn't work with me anymore. So how I said with my schedule, it was 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. I've realized it needs to be at least like 7:30 to 4:30 p.m. So that way I always have parking figured out, don't have to worry about any of that. And initially I was waking up at 8 a.m. That was my goal. Like, yeah, wake up at 8 a.m., get onto campus. I have to at least now, after the first week, I have to wake up at 7 a.m. or 6:30. 8 doesn't work, because when you get into where you're trying to not spend as much money but still like be fueled for everything that you have to do, which for me it's pretty busy days. It's not like, oh my gosh, so chaotic. It's just my time has to be filled with the right activities in order for me to stay on track. And as an artist, that's just, ugh. I like being able to do whatever I want when I feel like it. And that is sometimes why I'm late. I'll just be doing what I'm not supposed to be doing because that's what I want to be doing. It's what I want to be doing. I want to tell you the reason why I was 10 minutes late last time. I was getting a coffee. I wouldn't have been late if I just drove straight to school. And I'm not even really trying to drink caffeine. Like, I know caffeine's not the best for me right now. What I'm working to do more of in my life is like holistic healing, herbal remedies. And I went and got a coffee that brings my body out of balance in most scenarios, and then was late. It was a shame. I miss people's introductions. I need to know these people's names in the room. And then I get here, everybody's in a circle. She's like, yeah, that's you right there. Ah! And I'm like, hi, my name's Audrey. I'm a sociology major. This is my last semester here. I graduate soon. And missed everyone else's introductions. We've only had 2 meetings with everybody in the same space. So that's an 100% rate of being 10 minutes late. So we're just gonna be like, never again. Signed, Audrey Rose. I am stylishly early on time. Early equals on time. On time equals late, because whenever I think I'm about to be on time, no, I'm late. So, early. Early bird gets the worm. Look at my little cutesy section over here. Okay, ready? You can't see that very well, but you see my jars and stuff. Herbal healing. Now back to it. I just want to do more of this and learn how to articulate my thoughts. Because sometimes whenever I'm talking to people, it's like everything just flows so freely, and I'm able to come to these conclusions and present what I'm thinking in a way that even until I spoke it right then and there, I did not fully understand the concept. I really do sometimes amaze myself. And speaking like this is a skill. This isn't rehearsed, but it can be. It can be rehearsed. So I want to learn how to do that. Like, be a presenter, be a speaker. Because I'm a presenter, I'm a speaker now. I'm going to New Orleans. Yeah. I'm going to New Orleans in November to present in a conference or an annual meeting. The difference, I don't know. Had to pay $300 to get into their little, like, system or whatever. If you're, like, I know that sounds like, oh, you pay to get in? Yeah, but it's like the cost of attending this with all the people that are putting it together. Like, I bet they have to hire event planners, all of that stuff. I don't know. I know it's justifiable. I mean, people gotta make a living off of it. And it's about sharing information, so that's valuable for all of us involved. But that's what I want to be doing. I want to be preparing for my conference and not working every day. Because I need time for myself. What I've been doing, we had Labor Day. Labor Day was technically like the day that I have extended into tomorrow. It's Tuesday now, but like Tuesday, 2:30 a.m. I spent all of Labor Day yesterday like cleaning, shopping, drinking coffee, catching up with my dad. I washed my bed. That was good. Well, I didn't, like take the mattress out and like power wash it down, but I washed my bed sheets and everything. And I was just thinking, like, I really like doing this. Just spending time in my own space here, not spending money, just letting my money rise, letting it be there, cooking pasta, making my tea. Like, I have plenty right now to sustain myself abundantly through this semester. And I'm gonna be out of this come like 5 months. My lease ends in February, and that makes it September, October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, 6 months. Oh, okay. It's my last time on campus too. Like every day, at least that is. Next semester, I'm only taking 2 classes. I'm doing my thesis then. And then, let me just skirt a little bit back. Ow, I hit my toe. I'm doing my thesis next semester. And one other class is going to be online because our lease ends halfway through the semester, basically. And like, I don't want to live here. I love it here right now in the space that I have created for myself. But geography-wise, Murfreesboro, Tennessee is not for me. So I'm gonna move back in with my parents, study, finish my thesis out, come up here for meetings. I had to be here every Wednesday for my obligation as a College of Liberal Arts student emissary. But that's really it. Like, part of the reason why I was wanting to work more, or so that I told myself, was so I could save up money for the next steps of where I end up, because I know that it's not gonna be here. I'm not gonna be in Murfreesboro. So I was like, I need money for like moving in, rent, and all of that. But now I'm thinking that possibly it was really just me still not letting myself fully focus, because it's scary. It's scary when you fully focus and commit yourself to something. And me being able to get in that lane of fully focus is removing myself from spaces that I don't think serve me anymore. Same thing for people as well. Like, I know in that like past video, I was like, my man is not my man. Man was not my man. Man was not my man. I don't need a man. I need to be single, at least through this season. I just want to work on myself more. Anything else really is a distraction. And that's not to say there aren't good men out there that would like work towards their goals with me, or, you know, like if we have similar goals together. But it's just that right now, it's about me working towards my goals myself. With support of friends and everything too. Like, you gotta have your people in your corner. But I just care about my friends and my family right now. It's nice to slowly get to know someone over time, but that's it. Like, slowly get to know someone over time, see how maybe someone fits in your life. If someone asked me to go to dinner, I would most likely say yes. But nothing's going past that. Like, we can go to dinner, you can have a conversation with me. You should know that having a conversation with me is valuable. And that's all you're gonna get. And if that's not enough for you, well, perfect. Leave my life. And I'm really proud of myself too for getting to this conclusion and it being effortless. And the same thing goes for things I mentioned here before. I think it was my first video or something, second video, little thing. And I was talking about like going out to the club and then like drinking, and I don't drink. And I did drink then. It's like that. No desire to drink. no desire to be with another person beyond friendship. No desire to be in an altered state of consciousness besides having a clear head that can make clear decisions. I want to be here and I want to experience everything that this semester has to offer me. And the only way I'm going to make that happen for myself is by being early to it all. Being early to doing my discussion post. Being early to doing my readings. So then I can let it simmer a little longer, and then maybe even go back and reread my highlighted parts of it and think about it with a fresh perspective. Be early to studying, because if you're not early to study, well, did you even study? Be early with my self-care, so that way, just maintaining what you have, getting better. Be early with my holistic health care, preventative care, so then you don't get in a state of disease. Be early with my household chores, so whenever I come home after a long day, I'm not overwhelmed by things being out of place. I'm at ease by how I already prepared the space for me to grow in when I get back, to let my thoughts expand, and then to recollect everything up with me before I go to sleep. I'm excited for this semester. And we'll talk more because I got some things in plan. And if I get this money to study this creative project that I want to do, oh boy, am I gonna push myself outside of my comfort zone and figure out how technology works. But until then, you can get my slightly crooked chit-chat session about what's to come. But even I'm not fully sure yet. I just know that it means being early. On that note, I'm not gonna go to bed till early morning time. So XOXO Audrey Rose.